What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5. I'm trying to get the microphone right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can see it, it's still in the red. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it's okay if I sit back a bit. We're back, another episode of the National Ideas AI Only episode. I didn't even get through the intro without a tangent. What is going on? But anyway, Poland declared war on Byzantium last time around, as did Morocco. So we will see how that goes, particularly for Poland. Not so important for Morocco. And yeah, we'll just see what develops in the next next few turns. Hopefully it's exciting. I'm getting a lot of feedback that people really enjoy this. One of the best ones I've done. So that means a lot, because there's a new one. We want it to be good. So yeah, thanks for that. That made me feel great. And we'll keep it up. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to come up with a new idea to top it. In a week or so. So. Better get thinking. We'll see. Obviously, I have the cop-out, which is to do the exact same thing on a world map. So there is that. But I'll try and do something else in between, I'm sure. And is there other ideas? There's other maps. There's other stuff we can do. Of course there is. People were also really enjoying the smaller maps. So obviously we can maybe revisit one of those. And just have some specific civs. Obviously we've done the British Isles, we did East Asia, although that's a bit bigger, but we did Britain, we've done Mesopotamia, I think we did Northwest Europe as well, which was still, again, that was quite a big map, that was similar to the East Asia one, but there's different regions. Oceania, and I think sort of the Pacific and Indian Ocean islands, or like Indonesian, Southeast Asia, that kind of region has been suggested. I think that's one we could probably look at as well. So there is ideas, don't worry, don't panic. Worst case scenario, I have a big map pack now. I just normally there's not even an idea, I just scroll through and pick one and then go from there. So there's nothing to be concerned about. But obviously, yeah, I'll try and top this one. And if there's anything you think I can add that would help me do that, then do let me know. Start by not feeling like I'm losing my voice straight away, but it happens. I'm used to it. If you make videos every day, pretty much, you get used to it. That's one thing I was not missing when I wasn't doing it every day, was the constant loss of voice and sore throat. But gotta keep going. Gotta plow on. Poland has so many units. That is concerning for the whole world. Other wars, the Garamantes capital under a bit of pressure, but at the moment they're doing okay here. Okay, that was not expected. Scotland is the next civ to complete the Manhattan Project. There you go. They're still a threat. They're still here. They're not going to lay down without a fight. I don't think anyone's going to invade them anytime soon, but there you go. Sweden attacking France. They might be. I don't know. We'll find out pretty soon, I guess, as more of these units come round. They could well be, for all we know. So that's quite impressive. Quite the journey. Wait, did they not take... No, France didn't have any of these cities. I thought maybe they got one, but no. It does look like Sweden's going for it. I'm guessing it is France, or it could be someone else, but it looks like it's France. And we also have Garamantes... Okay, that did not go to Egypt at all. That went to Spain. What? Wait, how did this unit even get here? It must have been here already, because Spain does not have open borders with the Papal State, so it must have just came through by itself. That's quite something. Portugal's turn. They are surviving Morocco, it looks like. I don't think any more cities will fall. We might even see a peace deal soon. Also, Spain looks very capable of fighting either of these if they actually declared the war and gave up on... Whoa, oh, Scotland, France. I thought that was the other way around. I was like, are you sure France? But no, it is Scotland declaring war on the French. Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good for France. I think with Sweden and Scotland, I mean, even if they can't take everything, it gives France no real time to recover. So we should see a few cities drop here. Obviously, Bordeaux is going to be bad if Sweden starts grabbing cities over here. But what can we do? We can't interfere. We have no power. The Netherlands are still going, loving it, still here. Austria, sparing them for now. I do forget Austria has all these troops when we think about a war between them and Poland, but at the same time, I can't even like scroll over Poland because I'm scared it's going to crash the game. And in fact, I think it might have just... Nope, we got away with it. Just. So, oh, no, it's going, it's frozen again. Okay, there we go, there we go. Phew. Bit nervy. But there you go, Poland is doing damage to northern Byzantine cities. They're para-dropping in. They're big invasion across the Black Sea. So yeah, we could see Byzantium taken out pretty soon. Make another proposal. Same as normal, please. Thank you. On we go. 30 turns. We will do the results at 350. Just to clarify again, because I think there's a lot of new people actually for this series, which is awesome to see. When I say results, we'll just do, that will just be like the unofficial winner. Well, not, but it is official. But you know, for the shout outs, for the predictions at the start. And then we will just let it run. It's sort of, I'll let it run and show you every 50 turns or so for as far as feasible, really. It's normally like 450 maybe at the most, 500 if we're lucky. It just depends how fast it goes. You know, if it starts taking 4 or 5 hours, that's when it sort of normally stops because I just don't have the time. And obviously at that point I have to sort of not make other videos or not do streams because this has to be running. But yeah, that 350 we will do the official results and probably the last info addicts check as well, just because it probably won't open potentially later on when there's too many units. So yeah, there we go. But as I said, you will definitely see turn 400, 450 unless it breaks, in which case you won't. But hopefully we should be okay. So yeah, it won't stop. I know people do want me, have in the past always requested to go down to 1 civ. I think we've actually learned that like it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen before like turn 1000. It's very unlikely. It's not even in the civ's best ideas to do it because they would lose all their trade. So yeah, we've come in the games where we've maybe got down to like 3 or 4. Even then, like it usually gets, there's just peace all the time. In fact, the last Mesopotamia game is an example of that, right? Persia could easily have won the domination victory probably a lot earlier. And they just didn't do anything for like a good 50 turns after, and you know, they just stopped basically. So yeah, we're reasonable, but yeah, the idea that I would go till there's 1 left, we'll throw it away. It's not happening. It probably won't ever happen. So there you go. Unless like there's a specific game where there's, but even when I did smaller games, there was still games where it didn't happen. Like with 2 civs left, they would just not fight each other for hundreds of turns. I think it happened in one of the like tournaments I did where we did the smaller maps. There was just 2 left and I was just like, come on. And we just sat here and they didn't fight each other. But here you go. As I'm rambling, Poland is invading. You're getting a front row seat. Not too much for me to comment on. You know, we expect Poland to win. That big amount of units Byzantium had is being thinned out. You can see Poland's now got units in more Byzantium tiles than Byzantium if you include the water. How does Spain have so many boats in the Black Sea? That is another question. And there we go, the first few Polish units to cross the mountain range. The paratroopers make sense, they paradrop. I don't know how the Mobile Sam got through. Guessing it spawned in this city, right? And it just glitches over for some reason. But yeah, I don't think anyone else is there. Like I said, it's just paratroopers. Settlers are the ones we've got to look out for. And no one has achieved it in the Sahara Desert, so we're all fine. Out this way. The Garamantes have actually kind of been helped by Spain a bit. Although I say that, they have open borders, but Egypt's not really going for them as much. So there you go. Here there's not much. I know these two are fighting, but it's not leading to much. They're all looking quite weak. I think Spain could have a field day in the Mediterranean, but we saw them against France. They're probably not going to do anything, are they? Nottingham did fall to Sweden. I must have missed that, or it just happened. One of the two. But there you go. Swedish Nottingham. And obviously Scotland is trying. So a little bit. Not much progress, but they are trying. Give them some credit. And that's all we've got. And I'm going to avoid Poland and probably Austria as well. And maybe that Spanish Armada. And Assyria. I mean, they might attack Byzantium soon as well. And they have a ton of units as well. So it's soon going to be very difficult to not scroll over lots of units at the same time. The colours now look, because of the different colour scheme, it looks different on the mini-map, but it is still Spain with most of Ireland. It looked like purpley, it's almost as if Rome had just spontaneously emerged. But there you go, Constantinople, very low. It wouldn't make a huge difference to Poland having access. I mean, it would give them more access to the Mediterranean, but they only have 2 coastal cities, and one's a puppet, so the puppet won't build units. Probably. I'm going to say that because the AI can cheat a little bit. They might be able to. But, you know, a human player couldn't build units in a puppeted city. You can't choose the production either. I don't think, yeah, and once it finishes, I think it goes on to building gold or science or whichever one you sort of prefer. But, oh, okay, that came out of nowhere. I thought Portugal was sort of safe, but no, Morocco actually takes Lisbon. So Portugal now down to 2 cities. Not looking good. Again, Spain, this is your moment. Just, I don't know what you're doing, but it is not going well. Maybe change your path. Why did it just send me away? Fair enough. Constantinople, though, does fall to Poland. That is pretty big. Lisbon does go back to Portugal, at least briefly. But Antioch there is also in the yellow, and Adrianople into the green. Well, about 75% health. So it is looking good for Poland on this war, and that again steps up the pressure on some of the others. Austria, Assyria, Spain, Egypt, any of these other civs who want to be top 5. Well, I guess competing with Poland doesn't matter if you want to be top 5, but if you want to win, you're gonna have to do something soon to show that you want to win, because Poland is going to get a lot out of this. They tried, they did not recover Constantinople. And there we go, the Netherlands with some more peace deals, this time with France and Spain. Syria, Morocco. Well guys, while you're here, as it seems people are enjoying this series and we're just wait for the next big event, I'm going to plug the Twitch channel. There is a Twitch, it's in the description. I when at uni trying to stream Mondays and Thursdays on there. Over the coming Christmas period, I'll basically I think I'm just going to try and stream for a few hours every evening in the UK time, whenever I can, whenever I'm available to. So there is EU4 Let's Play. You've probably seen if you're subscribed, I've been playing as Ethiopia, having a great time. But I will also probably be starting something in Civ. But again, if you're not interested in Twitch and the live part of it, the VODs will still be posted on YouTube a few days later, as soon as I get round to it and remember. So don't worry if not. But I am 3 followers, I believe, away from 50. So that would be pretty cool if you want to make my Christmas. And then I'll keep making the videos. Hopefully that can keep you all entertained this Christmas. I'm from, obviously, the UK. It's not looking good right now. I think I'm going to be trapped inside fairly soon. So I'll maybe be making even more stuff very soon, just to kill some of the boredom. But here we go. Biggest militaries. Poland well out in front with 623,000. 348,000 for Austria. Neck and neck with Assyria, which is kind of cool. It's moments like this where you wish Poland was like out of the way and these two were next to each other. It's obviously not the case. If they teamed up, they would have enough, but the AI will not do that. It's very unlikely that they would. Egypt then in 4th, was not expecting that. Spain in 5th, and there's actually a massive drop to less than 100,000 for the rest of the world. Sweden with 80k. You got the Netherlands at the bottom, that is me. Right down there at the very small amounts. The number must be relative, because the submarine gave me 38,000 at the start of the game. Now it's only 360, so the text must be sort of relative, maybe. Which is quite interesting. Didn't notice that before. Scotland pieces out with France already. They didn't take anything. They did bombard this city a little bit, but that is it. Wait, is Spain? No. Sweden's doing this damage. I was like, surely Spain's still not fighting them. They're not. I think they have pieced out. Surprising that Poland is not getting every wonder, but there you go. Assyria gets the Hubble Space Telescope. I think Sweden won't be conquering anymore, by the way. There's a few units here, but there's nothing substantial. So that's probably the end of that. And here we go, Poland's turn. I think they'll get Adrianople this turn. Maybe? No, yeah, I'm going to go with this prediction. They're going to get it. I'm sure they'll miss out by like one defense point. Whatever it is now. If I jinx them. Probably. Oh, so close. 3 cities though now under siege for Byzantium. Assyria, if you want any more of this, it is now or never. Egypt pieces out with the Garamantes. And the Garamantes actually managed to get this back off of Spain. So they're still surviving. Doing their bit. Oh my goodness, Egypt. I didn't even know Egypt was in this war. But, well, I probably did. But, you know, I forgot. There's a lot going on. Hadrianople falling to Egypt. Poland's hard work stolen away from them. I mean, Poland will probably just turn around and invade Egypt afterwards, so don't panic. But there you go. Good little steal from Egypt, I guess. Short term good, long term probably bad. Poland will continue their focus over here. Of course, it does mean Egypt still keeps Poland sort of trapped here. That would have given Poland more access to the... I guess it doesn't matter, it's still all Egypt either way. Egypt is next in line to fight them. So maybe not. Papal States piecing out with France. No cities changing hands. I feel like the Papal States and Milan are best friends. I have no idea. I have no information to back that up. I just feel like they're allied. They work together. Haven't seen them declare wars. I know they both declared war on France, but that was separate times. But yeah, I just feel like they're best friends. Let's live in that world. Morocco took Lisbon again, right? Or is this going back to Port? No, it must be going to Morocco. Look at these units. Come on, Spain. This actually hurts. This really hurts. Just watching Spain do absolutely nothing with all these boats. Like, Morocco is for the taking. Look, they have hardly any units left. They were also under 100k. Morocco and Portugal, I believe, on that list. So Spain could easily... Look at all these coastal cities. They could just get them so easily. Oh, they could even go after the Papal States pretty easily because they don't have many units. And then the Garamantes coastal cities. You could probably get all of Egypt's as well if you put the effort in. Austria has denounced the Papal States. Ooh, that's concerning, but luckily this is only a tiny border. Although this city could be in a bit of trouble. It is currently surrounded by Poland and Austria, which is very much rock and a hard place to be in this game. Not really where you want to be. But Austria knows. Look at this. They've moved all of their units to the eastern border. Good move. My only concern, I know everyone wants to see it, if Poland attacked Austria, I think the game would crash on the spot, which is a bit sad, but that could be a problem. They just have so many units between the two of them. Papal States and Morocco peace out, and yeah, no, it stays the same. Makes sense. I think that's a good decision. Assyria does have a ton of stuff. I mean, if they did team up with Austria, it'd be very awkward for Assyria to fight Poland with the borders as they are at the moment, but whereas Austria would obviously have to face the full front of Poland here, whereas Assyria could sort of probably just defend the coast and be fine. It would be messy. The problem is, I mean, Egypt could join too, I guess. The Papal State, probably not the best idea to join, unless you let Milan and get them to join and let them through. There's ways it could be done. I think, yeah, if you got sort of all of them that are around, so Assyria, Egypt, the Italy civs, Austria and Sweden, maybe putting everything on it. You know, Sweden could join up with this Austrian part, this part of Austria. I say that, look, Poland's got units stacked on every side. It is so difficult. Poland did complete the CN tower that turn as well. There we go, turn 329 is where we'll wrap up this episode once we see what happens. I want a cliffhanger. We like cliffhangers. Sadly, I'm not in control of the game. The game has to provide them. We may not get one. We could even get a peace deal that would be like the opposite of a cliffhanger. Then we're just left with nothing. Here we go. Will Poland take Antioch this turn? That's sort of what we're dependent on, I guess. Portugal could lose Braga next episode. That would be worrying. Starting to see them. They were doing okay, and it's just them and Morocco have really committed to this war. Gotta give them some credit. You know, they've both sort of said, "Now we're either going to win or we're going to die." It's probably the longest ongoing war we've had by quite a long way. Now, even the Spain-France war, I think they started at similar times, so Morocco's definitely outlasted them here, and it's just been pretty constant. Like I said, Spain could probably beat both of them pretty comprehensively within a number of turns if they were smart about it. So it's nice that Spain's just letting them go. Do you know what the sad thing is? Morocco will probably get every city, and then Spain will declare war about a turn later. That is quite sad, but that's usually the way it is. Let's say that this city is still here. Portugal's still up here in Iceland, I guess. And there we go. Poland adds the city of Antioch, leaving Byzantium with just 2 cities. They are facing elimination next. But that will be it for today. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitch as well. If we do get to 50 followers, that pushes us a little bit closer to affiliate on Twitch, which would be really cool sort of way to end the year. I am going to start thinking about the end of year special. As I said, it's looking like I'll be at home, so not anywhere, which is okay with me. I don't mind. But yeah, whether we do like a big live stream or something, I don't know. What I might do something like that, or in the past I've done some sort of montage-y sort of things of the year. I don't really know, but if anyone has any suggestions, float them out there. It's a fun period. I've got some more time at home to do things. So yeah, be sure to do that. Obviously, new AI only suggestions. If you've got something you want to see, throw it out. I can't promise I'll do it, as most of you who ever suggested something probably know, because I'm sure I've had more suggestions than things I've done. But yeah, do feel free to comment on anything really. It all helps. There's a Discord as well if you want to join some games, play in the multiplayer games that we do. We are trying to finish the current EU4 one. We just need to find a date because I sadly messed up. It wasn't available yesterday, and then the next 2 Saturdays are Christmas and New Year's Day, so sorry about that. But yeah, there will be, if you want to play multiplayer games or just chat with other members of the channel, there's also a Discord in the description below. I think that's everything plugged while these videos are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with the next part tomorrow.